Hello, I'm Rainbeau Mars. Welcome to Yoga for Beauty, the Sunset Program. I specifically designed this program to help you become your most beautiful self. We all know the effects of gravity and stress and how it can lead to restricted blood flow, depleted energy, and even illness. This program is designed to help you de-stress from anything that you have accumulated throughout the day. We work on strengthening our core or abdominal area as we release the hips, the largest joint in the body, which is home to an immense amount of chemical and emotional toxicity. We even do an inversion that will help reverse gravity, increase blood flow, and assist you in detoxifying so you can become your most beautiful, radiant being. I wish you an abundance of success on your journey towards becoming your most beautiful self. Namaste. It is my pleasure to introduce you to my beautiful friends, Bonnie, Arnell, Bliss, and Kishan. If you're new to this practice, if you tend to be a little more stiff or you're suffering from any injuries, back or hamstring, you're gonna wanna follow Arnell for modifications. If you're flexible, but you tend to still be working on your strength, you can still work the integrity of a pose without compromising your alignment. You're gonna wanna follow Bliss. It's important to realize that it's all yoga. If you need to stop, take breaks, and breathe, that is perfect for you. It should always be therapeutic. So if you're over challenging yourself, back up, come back to your breath, and remember that even if you sat here and breathed for a half an hour, that would be giving you more life force than just doing nothing. It's important to practice at least 2 to 3 hours after you're done eating, to wear comfortable clothing with bare feet, to be on a sticky mat. So for this particular practice, we're gonna have 2 blankets handy. We'll use them later. And if you're modifying with Arnell, you'll wanna have 2 blocks. Let's begin. We're gonna start this practice in Shavasana, lying down on our backs. If it's uncomfortable to keep your legs straight, you can also bend your knees. Just draw the shoulders down away from the ears, the legs splay open. Let go. We're gonna start by stopping.
We'll allow our shoulders to melt into the earth. The belly is soft as you release any hardening or gripping in the body. The mouth is open, the jaw relaxed. Feel the tension from the day moving from your body into the earth. Anything and everything you have accumulated throughout the day literally drops.
Good, so from here we'll go ahead and bend our knees up towards our sit bones so the feet come flat to the floor, hip width apart. We'll bring both of our hands 2 inches below the belly button. As we inhale, we're gonna bring breath into our lower abdomen to create space. And then as you continue the inhale, the heart actually lifts up towards the chin as if you're filling up your body like a balloon. So you wanna create a lift throughout your body. Keep the inhale even as you exhale to cultivate more breath in your abdomen. And keep it moving.
The back of the throat is slightly contracted and the breath is audible, sounding like an ocean floor. Long, smooth inhales and exhales that saturate your body with beauty.
Good, and next pose, we're gonna go ahead and extend our legs out. So the inner edges of the feet are gonna come together. Flex to the feet, so as if you're standing tall, straight up. The inner thighs go back and the belly button draws towards the back. This is about integrating, about pulling in again. So continue that action and then bring the thumbs back underneath the base of the skull, right where the neck attaches to the skull. There's usually this place that holds a lot of tension there. By massaging it out, it's like an eject button, just releasing ourselves from some of the tension that we might have accumulated throughout the day. Draw the belly button towards the back of the body, the inner thighs of the legs down towards the floor. On our next exhale, we're going to draw the chin up towards the heart. Work the core even as you lengthen all the muscles along the spine. Every exhale, go in a little bit deeper.
Integrate your body with each breath.
You can even bring your shoulders up off the floor if you want. And we'll go ahead and release. Hug the knees up into the chest, both opening the hips, widening, and releasing the back. You can move your hips gently back and forth from side to side.
Now we're gonna rock back and forth from the base of the neck to the lower back. Breath by breath, take about 5 breaths to come up to seated. Massage out the spine. Breath by breath, you'll take about 5 breaths to get there. If this isn't comfortable, roll onto your side and press up with your hands the way that Arnell is demonstrating, and we'll all come together in a seated position.
So we'll go ahead and come forward into child's pose, but this time it's a little bit active. We're going to press into our hands so the thumb and index fingers press down and the shoulders stay wide. Keep the elbows up off the ground. So look at your hands for a moment and then just rest your head. So this is a resting pose. At any time that you need to slow down and connect with your breath again, come back to here. Keep the shoulders wide so you're not crunching your neck. In that same action, go ahead and come onto the balls of the feet. Feel the downward facing dog here, and then lift the knees up off the floor.
Feel your body integrating and opening as you press down through your hands and suck energy up through your arms like roots of a tree. Feel energy drawing up all the way into your hips, beautifying your body. Enjoy your breath.
And then next breath, we're gonna go ahead and walk slowly back to our hands. Take about 5 steps to get there. Hook your elbows into each other so that you don't have to hold them, and then just allow your head to release. Keep your knees bent at first. You can move your head yes and no. Spread through the toes, strong legs. Just let it all go. Let anything that has accumulated throughout the day to drain out of your head into the earth. Feels grounded as you walk into downward facing dog. Make sure your wrists are even. Go ahead and bring our left leg up to the sky. You can circle the ankle, spread the toes, bend the knee. Just open the hip. Try to keep the weight in the shoulders even. Press down through the hands. And then other side. Bending. way down. Take about 5 steps to walk up to the hands. And we'll go ahead and fold. Bring your chest, really bend them this time. The chest comes to the legs, interlace the fingers behind the back, release the hands to the floor, let go of the neck. So just especially for people that hyperextend, bend the elbows for a moment, and then draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. So you're really integrating the shoulders. And then if that feels comfortable, you can start to go towards straight, but it's not so necessary. It's a great shoulder opener. And then release the hands to the floor. Keep the toes spread, knees bent. Bring the hands up to the thighs. Shoulders lift up and away from the floor, and then press up to standing. You can stay here if you're modifying and following our nail. Gives your back a lot of support to keep the knees bent and the feet hip-width apart. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and walk our feet together, spread the toes, and if it feels comfortable, close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart in Namaste.
We stand in the truth of our strength, beauty, and health. We allow anything that we have taken on throughout the day to fall away. We stand open to our transformation of becoming more of who we really are. Open, integrated, and radiant humans being. We allow ourselves to be open to the idea that we can be instantly healed, grounded, and beautiful. Grateful for the opportunity to practice yoga together today.
Good, and then on your next breath, gently open the eyes, gaze at one spot on the floor, it's called drishti, and then release the hands. On an inhale, you reach your hands straight forward up to the sky. Let's pause here. So you want to extend up into the heavens, into the radiance of the environment. And then as we exhale, we actually get an opportunity to gather that down through our body, and we pull it down through our heads, through our hearts, and ground it all the way into our feet as we fold and let go. As we inhale again, we create more space in our body. And then as we exhale, we step back into plank and lower all the way down to the floor. Good. So reach the hands forward. Just allow the back of the neck to be long. Then on an inhale, we're going to reach our left hand up, palm facing in, and then our opposite leg back from the inner thigh, so it helps tone the butt. And then we're going to inhale, extend through both sides, keep the back of the neck long, and then pull from your fingertips to your toes.
As we inhale, we feel ourselves extending, opening up to our potential. As we exhale, we draw in and integrate.
Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, release. Release the head, other side.
Inhale, expand and open. Exhale, draw in and integrate.
Exhale, release down. And we'll go ahead and press up into a table. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll bring the left hand forward, the opposite leg back. Stay here if you're modifying. Otherwise, go ahead and lift it straight up from the inner thigh. Tones the butt. Extend long from your fingertips to your toes. And then release the hand, bring the knee up to the nose. And inhale, extend back. Exhale, release. Other side. Arm comes up. Leg goes back and up. And then release the hand. Hold to inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose.
Inhale, find space. As you exhale, draw the belly button towards the spine. Integrate and strengthen your core.
And next, inhale, get long, extend back. And on your exhale, release. Good. We'll go ahead and shift our hips back into downward facing dog. And we'll bring the left leg straight up from the inner thigh.
Make sure to keep the hips square. Inhale, extend back and get long through your leg.
Extend to the hands to lift the foot up to the sky.
If you're already tired in the next pose, you're going to modify the way Bliss will be demonstrating on the back knee. Otherwise, bring your shoulders over your wrists, bring your knee to your nose. As you inhale, feel your back expanding. As you exhale, draw your belly in even deeper. Integrate your core. Actually get the knee to the nose if you can.
Inhale, extend back. Exhale, release. And other side. Inhale. Hold. Press through the hands. Lift the hips. Inhale long. Exhale, knee to nose.
As you inhale, feel your body expanding and opening. As you exhale, integrate, draw into your core. Beautify your body with your breath.
Exhale all the way out. Inhale, extend back. And exhale, release. Good. Okay, we're all gonna come into downward facing dog. A lot of what we're doing right now is working the core so the belly button goes towards the spine. So looking forward, you're either gonna step, we're all gonna look forward at our hands, we're either gonna step up or using the same action that we just did, you're gonna float lightly. So at the end of your exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step or float. Inhale, lengthen forward out of your lower back, and exhale, fold. Let go of the neck. Rise up, reaching through your hands. And then as you exhale, swim back into your beauty. We're gonna go ahead and sit down into chair pose. So bend the knees, drop the hips, come forward. Look down. So you wanna get 2 lines of energy from your hands to your hips, getting straight into the hips, the largest joint of the body, creating heat.
Next, inhale, peel your belly off your legs.
And then exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. This time we're gonna practice chaturanga. So you wanna bring the palms flat to the floor, your weight forward, step back, or bringing your weight forward, you can bend your arms and come into chaturanga. Lower down. Pull the hands down and back to come into an easy back bend. Safe is to look down, you'll still get the work in your shoulders. You can also come up a little bit more into full or cobra. And then exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So we're gonna bring the left foot forward alongside the left thumb. Hands are gonna come alongside your hips like airplane wings. So you're drawing your shoulders down away from the ears.
And anchor the back heel into the ground.
And then next inhale, we're gonna peel the belly up off our chest and come into full warrior one.
Modify if you need to following bliss.
And then exhale, bring your hands back down into your heart all the way to the earth. Step back, lower down. As you inhale, uncoil out of your lower back. Reach up and forward. Exhale, down dog. Other side. Right foot forward. Ground through the back foot. Hands come alongside the hips.
Avoid letting your pose feel static. Tune into the inner and outer pulsing of strengthening and softening, opening and integrating.
Anchor through the outer edge of the back foot. The arch lifts. On our next breath, we're gonna go ahead and peel our belly up off our chest, come into full warrior one. And exhale, release. Step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, so 3 more. Press down through your hands, lift your hips. Bring the inner edges of your feet together. Look forward. At the end of your exhale, you're gonna go up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, Utkatasana. And shoot to standing, lower the hands to the heart. Good, and again, bend the knees, drop the hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga. And lower down. This time we're gonna teach another step into the back bend. Your hands press down and back. You wanna draw your shoulder blades down your back away from your ears. This is a great back bend. If you wanna go a little bit further into upward facing dog, you just keep reaching forward and up. You bring your legs up off the ground. It's more about going forward than it is going straight up. You don't want your shoulders to be forward. You don't want to clench your neck. So it's like lengthening forward like you're a snake slithering out of your lower back. And then if it feels comfortable, you can eventually look up. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 1 breath, bring your right foot forward, your left foot flat. 1 breath all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Step back, lower. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Other side. Makes it a little bit easier to float. Bring the inner edges of the feet together. Look forward. Draw the belly button towards the back. At the end of the exhale, look forward and float. Inhale. Exhale. Utkatasana. Stand. Draw energy into your body. Get stronger. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the left foot forward, the right foot flat. And this time you're gonna straighten the front leg so you're heel to heel. You wanna have your sacrum even. Inhale, lengthen out over the leg. And as you exhale, pour yourself out and over. Call this gratitude asana. If you're modifying, follow Arnell and use 2 blocks here. Again, inhale, go for length. Then we're gonna go ahead and drop onto the back knee. Good. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Inhale, lengthen out over the leg. Exhale, walk it forward. And just pour yourself out over the leg, giving thanks to any tension that your hip has held, all the hikes it's brought you on. And just allow your breath to open up your hip. There's a lot of things involved in keeping your hips tight. One of them is the hamstring. In the next pose, you're gonna go ahead and bring the knee over the ankle, bend the knee, hands come to the knee, and press up. You can stay here, which is plenty for some of us. Otherwise, if it feels comfortable, you can bend your back leg, clasp hold of the ankle with one hand or even with 2. Spread through the toes and just use the work of your leg to draw your shoulders away from your heart. Enjoy your breath.
If this is uncomfortable on your back knee, go ahead and double over your mat or just use a blanket.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nata.
Good, and then back up, release the hand first, and the other one. Drop down. You can bring your legs slightly to the left and bring your hands to the inside of the foot. Modifying if you're following Arnell. Otherwise, stay here. This might be enough. If you want to go any further, you can drop onto your forearms. The hips are the largest joint in the body. They are a warehouse to an immense amount of both physical, emotional, and chemical toxins. By breathing into them in the way that we're doing, we give ourselves an opportunity to unravel, let go, and actually detoxify. Just let go of your head. See if you can breathe. More important than anything else right now is your breath. So on our next breath, we're going to go ahead and stay here, or if it feels comfortable, you can just take the front foot to the outer edge. A little bit deeper stretch in the hip. And then on an inhale, go ahead and come back to center, ground through the foot. Hands come to the inside of the foot. And just from here, come onto the ball of the back foot and step into plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, come into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, the right leg will come forward. Straighten both legs, bring the back foot up about a foot. Try to keep your hips squared, your sacrum flat. You can even bring the toes up off the ground. Inhale, lengthen out over the leg. As you exhale, fold, make an offering. And then we'll lower onto the back knee. And again, go ahead and straighten the front leg. Flex the foot. Pull yourself out away from the pelvis, and then exhale, just soften, melt. Let go of the head and neck.
Enjoy your breath. As you inhale, open. As you exhale, drop in. Let go.
And we'll go ahead and come back up. Bring the knee so it's directly over the ankle, spread through the toes. The hands come to the knee, and you want to press away, help to open the psoas through the belly. Stay here, this might be plenty. If you want to move on, you can go ahead and bend the back leg, clasp hold of the ankle with one hand, or if you want, two. Good, and then we'll go ahead and reverse. Hand comes to the leg, release the leg. Hands are gonna come to the inside of that front foot now. Modifying if you need to. Stay here, or otherwise just go ahead and come onto your forearms. Follow Arnell if you want a little more height. And just let go, drop your head. And then drop onto the outer edge of the front foot. Just roll out to the side. And then come back in. Bring both hands to the inside of that foot. Come into the ball of the back foot, come to straight, and just swoop it back into plank and lower down. Inhale, enjoy your back bend. Roll out of your lower back, even come into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the inner edges of the feet together. Look forward about 10 feet in front of you. This is kind of a trick, but we're also working on a lot of the core strength we've developed. You go ahead and look about 10 feet in front of you. Visualize your arms as if they're a ring of fire, and you have to get your feet through the fire. So at the end of the exhale, look forward and float. Or walk, either one. Good. We're gonna go ahead and bring our left ankle to the right knee, flex the foot, hands come behind the back. You can stay here if this is enough. Otherwise, go ahead and bend that bottom leg, come into a great hip stretch. So if you're collapsing in your back, you're probably gonna not feel it as much in your hips. So make sure that you lift your heart, shoulders back. So stay here. This is probably plenty. If you'd like to bring it a little bit further, you can just bring that foot into the alternate elbow, hug your leg, and just pull it up into you. Stay here or straighten the bottom leg. Just visualize that your leg is your baby. Rock it back and forth. Cradle the foot. So a lot of this practice is about giving tender, loving care to our own body. By giving it the energy that we need, just as if you had a pet, your body will respond back to you in a positive way. So love your body. I actually like to add this one thing where I kiss my toes. So if you want to do that, kiss. And then we'll go ahead and reverse, bend the knee, release the hand, straighten. Other side. It's like when you have a pet and you give it a lot of love, it becomes happy. It's the same thing with our bodies. When you love your body will be happy. So that's what we're trying to do. So stay here if this is plenty. Otherwise, go ahead and hug the leg into you. Stay here or straighten the bottom leg. And kiss. Good. Then go ahead and bend the knee again. Place it. Release. We're gonna do one more stomach exercise. It's actually more than stomach, it's core. So we're gonna, if you can keep your hands behind your back, bend your knees into your chest, and straighten your legs. This could be enough. It's important to keep your heart lifted, otherwise you're collapsing your lower back and you'll lose your stomach. So stay here, or if you wanna move on, you can go ahead and reach your hands in front of you. You can even bring your hands to your legs and straighten. From here, you can even reach your hands out again. If you're shaking, breathe. Okay, slowly we're gonna go down. If you have your hands behind you, just go down with your hands. Otherwise, bring your hands to your heart. We'll go down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good work. Go ahead and bring your left ankle to your right knee again, flex the foot, then bend the bottom leg. You're gonna hold either your shin or the back of your hamstring the way Arnell is demonstrating. Resting pigeon.
Beautify your body with breath. As you inhale, open your body. Exhale, let go of any unnecessary tension. Draw into your core.
Inhale, bring the head up towards your legs, so you're using your belly. Keep that distance from your head to your legs as you come back down. Good, and we'll release and switch sides. Pull it in, either to the hamstring or the shin.
Breath by breath, feel your body relaxing deeper, the tension in your hips unraveling and unwinding. Feel yourself letting go of any unnecessary tension. Enjoy your breath.
And then go ahead and bring your chin up so you come close to your knees.
And then exhale, bring your knees with you as you come back down.
And then we'll go ahead and release. Go ahead and hug the left knee into the chest as you extend through your right leg. Bring your chin up towards your knee. So this helps release the hip. It's also a stomach strengthener. We're gonna take breath by breath, move into a sequence of these. These are yoga core strengtheners. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale. Keep your shoulders off the ground if you can. Exhale. Inhale. And last one. Hold, and then good. Hug both knees into the chest and roll over to your left side. Press out. The next practice that we're gonna do is shoulder stand. It's important to, after we move through the hips, to do an inversion so that we can reverse gravity, redistribute the blood flow back into the heart so any toxins that were moved can move through the bloodstream and then eventually out of the body. Take your blanket so that the neat side is together. You're gonna place it on your mat. If you're following Arnell, he's gonna do a modification, bringing a block under his hip, and you're gonna alternate legs so that you're still getting a reverse of blood flow, but a little bit safer, especially if you have tight shoulders. So if you're following us, you're gonna go ahead and lie down on your blanket so that your head is off of the blanket, so you have a little height in your shoulders. If you need one more blanket, you can even use 3. So we'll go ahead and bring our legs over our head into plow pose. Make sure that your shoulders are supported by the blanket. You can even bring your hands together for a moment just to squeeze your shoulders together. Then from here, you bring your hands as high up on your back as possible, meaning towards the floor. And then let's go ahead today and come up in 2 legs. Let's try this. Actually, let's bend the knees first. So on an inhale, we're gonna go ahead and bend the knees and then straighten all the way up to the sky.
Allow gravity to be reversed and the cells of your body to be cleansed. Breath by breath, we are beautifying our body temples so that we can become even more radiant. If you find your hands sliding down your back towards your feet, just readjust and bring them back up towards your shoulders.
And we'll lower back down into plow pose with legs straight, or you can just bend them. And come onto the balls of the feet first, so you're actually getting a stretch through the hamstrings. Interlace the fingers behind the back, press the arms down into the floor. And then come onto the fronts of the feet, toes. Release your hands, and then using your arms as brakes, you're gonna roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Go very slow. Also use the core, your stomach, to help you down. And come all the way to the floor. And scoot back a little bit so your entire back is on the floor. And move your knees over to the right. The blankets just help soften. And look over to your left, past the shoulder. Hug your knees back into your chest. Inhale. And other side. Roll all the way over to your left. Press out. We're gonna set ourselves up for one more Savasana. So take the blanket, your blankets, and stagger them. So one blanket is in front, one's underneath the knees. You're gonna lie down the same direction so that you just get a really gentle lift from the blanket underneath your heart. So it makes it a little bit soft. Your hands are gonna pull down away from your ears. Your feet are gonna splay out together. Your palms are gonna be open. You're just gonna let everything go. Just let everything go.
Allow your body to feel heavy, and the skin of the flesh to melt down. You've done an excellent job of integrating. For right now, open yourself completely to the possibility of transformation. Release the need to attach yourself in any way to old thoughts or patterns. Allow the atoms and cells that make up your flesh to spin themselves into the perfection that they already know. Let everything and anything that does not serve your infinite potential to fall away. Allow yourself simply to exist in the most beautiful, radiant being that you are, and let go of everything else. Just let it all go. Just let it all go.
Slowly begin to wake up your body, moving your hands and your fingers, toes, palms, feet. Go ahead and bring our hands up above our head, expanding the diaphragm, and then bringing the knees up towards the chest, just bending them. And then we'll just roll all over onto our left side. Both hands in front of you, keep your head heavy. We'll press up into a seated position. And if you want to use your blankets for a little more height, you can. In the flesh of the seat back. Feels comfortable, keep your eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart. We seal in the benefits of the practice by giving thanks, by actually acknowledging the work that we just did to help us align with our most authentic self. Feeling more integrated, more in touch with our truth, more in touch with our radiance, our beauty, our health. We give thanks. We give thanks to all of our blessings, every moment that has taught us so that we can right now, in this moment, be even more of who we really are. Let's go ahead and gently open our eyes, bring our hands up to the third eye center, and then back down to the heart. Namaste means the divine in me bows to the divine in you. So we say together, Namaste. Thank you guys so much for practicing with us. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings.